What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and today we are going to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But can I tell you something? Erica is definitely bugging the heck out of me, in the words of my girl Garcelle. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, y'all. So the episode starts out with Kyle talking to Mauricio, saying she wishes he was here the night before. Apparently, they had like a tequila tasting, and she said, I need my Mexican husband in Mexico, child, to come and have this good old fun with me tasting this tequila. This would have been something really fun for us to do together. Then they showcase the ladies, Dorit, Diana, Garcelle, and Erica, of all people, having their glam squads there, helping them get ready each day. So then I noticed Rena didn't have anybody there either helping her get ready, and Crystal didn't. Sutton had her glam team there as well. But Crystal made a comment of saying, why the fuck am I paying people to come here and get me dressed? I can throw on some lip gloss, throw on something myself, and keep it pushing. Why am I paying all this money to fly people out here to dress me, and I can put my own damn clothes on? That's about the only thing I agreed with her on in this whole entire episode, okay? Because that's where it ends. That's only thing she did that made sense in this entire season thus far. Moving on. So all the ladies sit down for breakfast, and it's kind of weird. Sutton and, Crystal show up to the breakfast together, which I thought was rather odd that they didn't even talk about the night before at the breakfast. So Sutton and Crystal are sitting there kicking the bobo like, this girl ain't just throw your ass under the bus and roll over you and then take a knife and shove it in your back and didn't pull it out. I don't understand, Sutton, why you are sitting here kikiing with this bird. But anyway, all the ladies end up arriving, and Dorita's the last one, of course. But before she gets there, Diana makes a joke because Garcelle gets up out of her seat and says, can I grab some bacon? And Diana says, oh, are you vegetarian too? Trying to make fun of Sutton because Sutton says she's a vegetarian that backslides for bacon only. I'm like, Diana, did you have to say something so we know you here, sis? Because you about born, listen, she about the worst housewife to ever enter any franchise right now for me. So whatever. Moving on, Dorit arrives, of course, fashionably late, okay? And then she comes in with a woe is me story, child. I'm about sick and tired of hearing about this robbery. I don't even know what to do. She's like, oh, I can't sleep. I want to go home. And I'm like, girl, we ain't even filmed at your house but like 2 times because you've been hitting them streets. You've been hitting the streets since the robbery, sis. You even left your children with security. Where was the security when the robbery was happening? Okay, I'm tired of it. Okay, you're in another country. Okay, you have the camera people here. I'm sure y'all have security. Knock it the fuck off, Dorit. Have a margarita and shut the fuck up. Okay, stop. Get the ASMR lady to come and have a session with you. Why don't you fly her ass here? Because you thought so much into your situation to fly a glam squad. Fly the therapist there so you can deal with your little issues, okay? Because I'm about sick and tired of them. Because I'm done. I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm so sorry that this happened to you, but girl, we are not about to listen to this the whole season. That's what I'm not going to do, okay? So moving on, then Erica, of course, she got to get her words in wherever she can, child. So she says, she was over there being extra. And then everyone says, so, what's causing this new demeanor of yours? And she says, well, this is just how I am unless I'm on my meds, my anxiety meds. She was like, this is a very controlled me, but, me without meds, it's not, it can go left or whatever the case may be. And then she says, as long as I have my meds, and some fun with friends and some good sex, I'm good. First of all, Erica, let me stop. Let me pause you. What is all this talk about sex all of a sudden? Because we know you wasn't fucking Rumpelstiltskin every night, your husband. Okay? I know you wasn't riding him like a pony every night. So stop it. You was fucking somebody probably before while y'all was married, okay? Because I'm sure that he didn't keep it up long enough to keep you interested, because this newfound interest in having sex all the time, I find it very hard to believe, okay? It's not that because, oh, now I'm young, wild, and free and my husband is gone, so now all this inhibited sexual desire that I had, I can now explore it. So I'm going to be fucking and humping all damn day. Girl, bye. Moving on. Then she talks about them calling her a bully in court and being a bitch. Well, yeah, yeah. Nice to see you do it everywhere, even in the judicial system. Then she says they talk about Sutton talking about the LSAT for taking the LSAT for fun, with a conversation that her and Kyle had at Kyle's house when Sutton was renting it. It's like a flashback. And the Erica says, "Oh, Tom used to grade the LSAT." I'm like, girl, don't say that, because now they're gonna need to review that for all the people that passed that he graded. Because ain't he like 95 years old? When was he grading these tests? I hope it wasn't within the last 20 years. Because sir is old as sin. Okay? He don't need to be grading nothing. Apparently, he needed to do better with grading those people's money that he was supposed to give them instead of giving it to you. He got an F for that. A F for fraudulent. Okay? Moving on. So then Lisa discusses her mom and birds, how birds are a signal of her being in the area. So she talked about this story of I don't know if it was a therapist or somebody saying, like, if you're constantly seeing flocks of birds or whatever, it's a sign that Lois is reaching out to you. So she talks about that story, and they all toast to Lois. So in the next scene, Crystal, Rena, and Erica go surfing. Child, they were all terrible. Moving on. All about the damn drown in the ocean if the damn instructor wasn't there. Okay, I'm glad they was close to the damn shore side, because that was a hot ass mess. So then Garcelle, Kyle, and Sutton go shopping, and they go to this boutique that has like this little wine bar outside, which I thought was really, really cute. So while they're standing there getting drinks, Garcelle talks about her beach house, and everybody's like, wait, what? You just going to breeze over the fact that you bought a beach house? Dorit says this, and she says, oh my gosh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you, or whatever. And Garcelle says, yeah, something I'm going to tear down and rebuild. It's going to be a process, but I thought it'd be something good to like have in my family. So I'm glad that everybody like hyped her up about that, because that's a really huge deal. Buying property, keeping it in the family, all those good things. So kudos to Garcelle for actually getting some praise up on it for that. Okay. So then Sutton, they go in the store, they're shopping, and everybody's getting things, and people are starting to make their purchases. And Kyle is like, wait, I wanted to buy something for you guys. And so she bought this, she was going to buy this shirt for Garcelle. Then Sutton is looking at this $104,000 ring. I'm like, why is this ring $104,000? See, this is what happened. See, listen, I don't have the mind of a super rich person, because I would have saw that and immediately looked away. Immediately. Okay. Because that ring didn't look worth $104,000. Apparently that was the most expensive damn thing in the store. So of course Sutton had to get it, child. So she goes on and buys it. And apparently it has a crystal in it. So hopefully it helps her to get rid of all the issues that she's having with crystal. No pun intended. Okay. Moving on. Sutton, they begin to have a conversation outside after they're done shopping, and Dorit asks Sutton, how's everything with her and Crystal, and what does she think about last night? So Sutton says her and Crystal are at ground zero, and Crystal twists her words. And Kyle says she thinks Sutton is scared and nervous of Crystal. I don't think that Sutton is scared of Crystal. I think that Sutton is upset about the things that Crystal is saying, and how the things that she's saying can ultimately affect her reputation, because being an affluent white woman in society, and then you have somebody that is a person of color, basically calling you a racist and not even expanding upon it and talking about it and giving the scenario as to when you said something racist or exactly what you said. She's kind of creating illusions around it. And so that's the worst situation to be in, because Sutton doesn't even know how to defend herself at this point, because she's literally at the mercy of Crystal's buffoonery. Literally. So she doesn't like that. And as most people that, you want to be in control of the situation. And it's hard to gain control of something that everybody don't even know what the hell this broad is talking about. Okay. So then Garcelle says it was powerful when, oh, I'm sorry, Sutton says that's not the case. She's not nervous or scared of Crystal. She's not even scared of Erica either, which, child, she done shown that, because every time Erica has some shit to say to Sutton, she comes right back with it and cracks the whip, okay? So then she says she actually wants to help her. She feels like, you know, she's kind of like this little fawn in the woods or whatever, and she doesn't want her to feel like she can't express herself. So she wants to help her to speak up about the things that she has to say, but she also don't want her throwing her ass under the bus and lying on her. So then she brings up the friends that don't. She said friends don't do that behind friends' backs. Then Garcelle says it was powerful when Sutton said there are other friends that she has done this to. And Kyle says Crystal is wanting to be heard and wanting them to feel sorry for her, trying to be noticed, but she's just saying bad things about Sutton to get notoriety. And Dorit says she thinks Crystal was saying things to Garcelle, trying to get her approval, and she threw Sutton under the bus at the same time. So Kyle says, do you think she will apologize and take it all back and say she made it up? And everyone has a resounding hell no. Okay. First of all, with this situation with Crystal has no place on the show. She don't have nothing to talk about. She's not really, she's one of those people that's like the little smart ass child that says little shit or tries to be the smartest person in the room or be quirky. Like she tries to say little tidbits of stuff to dig at you and then run away. That's what Crystal does. But that's not going to be enough for you to be a permanent cast member on this show. Like you have to get in the mix with the ladies. And Crystal don't know how to do that. She's like a silent sniper. She says stuff, but then she doesn't want to grab her balls, if you will, and hang tight to them. She say little shit and you want to go cry for hours with people that you think are going to feel sorry for you. Nah, sis, that's not going to work. You need to actually have something to talk about. What's going on in your life? We don't really know. Yes, we know that you're Asian. You have a great Chinese heritage, all this, that, and the third. But it's not Chinese Heritage Month for us to be doing that, constantly talking about your heritage. We get it. I see you. We can't get past the fact that you're Asian. Got it. But what else is going on in your life? What else gives you depth? Is there anything going on with your husband? Are your kids getting on your nerves? Is your mama in your business? Is your mother-in-law in your business? How does your family feel about you being married to a white man? How does his family feel about you being married and you're Asian? Like, let's talk about this stuff. Let's talk about some stuff that really is going to add to the conversation. All this other stuff that you're doing, trying to throw something under the bus, talking shit about people behind their back and not saying anything in their face and coming up with these one word, things where they have double meaning. It's getting old. It's tired. It's burnt up. It done burned down people's throat like the tequila that y'all been drinking all weekend, sis. Don't nobody got time for that. Okay? Stop. Because we're done. Okay? So then in the group with Diana joins Renna, Crystal, and Erica at the beach. And Erica asks Crystal what is going on with her and Sutton. So Crystal, begins to start crying and start saying something. I couldn't even remember what the hell the bitch said because she was just so busy trying to find a way to cry behind them dark ass shades. I ain't seen not one tear roll down her face, but she made her face look scrunched up enough. So then Erica sits there and has, pretty much gaslighting Crystal and just trying to rev her up, saying, you got to defend yourself. You can't let people say things about you or say things to you. Like she's kind of like acting like she is some motivational speaker trying to help Crystal find her way. When actually, Erica, we want you to fly away. Them same birds that y'all was talking about with Lois. Yeah, I'm going to need you to fly the fuck away because you are acting like a bird right now. You really getting on my nerves. Like, it's really, You are so engrossed in everybody else's business because last season the microscope was on your ass. And I'm also very sick and tired of Erica bringing up what she used to have. Oh, I had this. I don't feel, newsflash, we don't feel sorry for you, bitch. Okay? You used to be rich, now you're not. You still trying to act like you're rich so that you can stay on the show. Apparently, whatever money that you do have, you might want to save it. Cause you paying people to come and glam you up and all this, child. You need to be putting on chapstick, and that's what you need to be talking to Crystal about. How do you put on lip gloss and eyeliner? Show me how to do that, because I know you richer than me, but I need to act like yeah, I need to act like you. I need to save my money because all this little bullshit that you doing, it's really annoying. Like, I don't feel sorry for you. You expect the public to feel sorry for you because you're not rich anymore. So you are in getting in the trenches in other people's business, like really blowing shit up between Crystal and Sutton. One, because you don't like Sutton, and two, because you don't got shit else to talk about because you a broke bitch. So you trying to get all in the middle of the conversation with Crystal and trying to rev her up so that she can get mad at, be even more mad at Sutton, and now somehow turn her against Sutton with the blossoming friendship they have. And then I swear you want to put your face between Diana's legs thinking that's going to help you and you can get some money from her. Sis, Diana's not checking for you, okay? She's delusional. She thinks she's a Leo. And she also thinks that she can continue to have babies, and she's damn near 50, okay? Not going to say she can't, not going to discourage her, but it's not looking good, okay? And you're also very dry, Diana. I don't like you on this show. I really don't. Moving on. So Crystal sits there crying and crying and crying and carrying on. So this whole scene was just very boring. So then Diana is letting Eric, Diana is saying, yeah, I love Erica. She speaks her mind. I really like that. I'm like, Diana, do you like Erica because she's just as much full of shit as you? And who are you? Where did you come from? We need to, like, seriously. I've never seen Diana before this show. I don't even know who she is, but she seems to sit around. Maybe she is a Leo, but you know what? No, she's not, because her head is definitely in the clouds somewhere, because somehow she thinks that everybody just knows who she is. Child, don't nobody know you. Like when we get into her talking about this book, she always talked about even in her conversation with Kyle in the last episode, where she was like, "You don't know my birthing story." No, bitch, who are you? We don't fucking know you. Like, who is that in my Mariah Carey voice? Sorry to this man. I don't know him. Shout out to Kiki Palmer. Moving on. So then, Erica continues to go on with her BS. She says, "Don't let the BS get to you." Crystal saying, she says, that Crystal needs to say what she needs to say, and it doesn't matter if they like it or not. And she says, if you don't do that, then you're going to be in trouble. That Erica takes Crystal over to the bar, saying she isn't going to let her quit and just lay fuel, and she's just over there laying fuel on the fire, basically, because she don't like Sutton. That's it, and that's all. Okay. Moving on, Erica's getting ready with her glam squad, and Renna is in her room, and Kyle FaceTimes them, and then they end up talking about Crystal crying a fucking river all damn night. So then Kyle says, well, she's crying. Y'all talking about she crying all night. Like, what was the premise behind it? Like, what was the worst part that y'all said, or what was so bad that made her act like that? And they were thinking, and they were like, I don't even know. I'm like, so that lets me know right there, y'all are just participating in the bullshit just to keep some shit going, which I get it. That's what y'all got to do. But I'm going to need it to make some damn sense. Make all of this shit make sense, because y'all don't even know why Crystal is so upset. Like, she was sitting there crying, but nobody was like, okay, Crystal, but what are you crying for? What's making you this upset? Like, why are you so sad? It's because the bitch is lying. She made up all this shit and it blew up in her face. She wasn't expecting y'all to question her because she know y'all motherfuckers don't like Sutton ass either. But the tables turned on that ass and everybody sees her for the bullshitter that she is. So now she's resulted to crying all the time to yet again avoid expressing herself, which is the self same thing that's going to help her be more interesting in this group. Because your tears, you can say those because we don't give a damn. So in the next scene, they all go to dinner and they have an energy cleansing ceremony before they start eating, child. And I'm like, y'all wasting y'all damn sage up in this place because these motherfuckers live for drama. So I don't even know why y'all got this smoke going around, because y'all might as well gave them a blunt, because that was the only thing that was gonna make this a chill situation. And since y'all ain't got that, the sage ain't happening. Okay. So they are all sitting there, and of course, um hold on, let me find my stuff, y'all. Okay, so they're all sitting there, and Rena asked Diana to talk about her book, Room 23. And Diana doesn't want to tell the story. She's like, I think we already talked about this. Like, we already talked about it. And I'm like, Diana, you told 2 people. You got 11 other people at this table that haven't heard the story. So why you don't want to talk about it? It's okay for her to shut down a story. And it's okay for her to not want to talk about something. But she don't look weird. It's okay for her to say it over and over again that y'all already talked about something. But in the next scene, you coming after Sutton because she said over and over again that she's a good person. What lane are you in? Is it only okay when they're coming for you? Like, okay, Diana, I'm over you. So she didn't want to talk about it because apparently there was a lot of controversy behind this book where they were saying that she was showcasing sexualization with women. There was even some alleged stuff about her being a part of a sex trafficking ring with this book and all this, that, and the third. So of course, she don't want to bring that stuff up because she's not trying to relive that. She feels like the world knew about it and, everybody knows and now it's over. First of all, I ain't never knew nothing about that. Probably because I don't give a fuck. Just like I don't give a fuck about you being on the show. And Rena, you fucking messy because you know why you kept bringing it up. Because you know that it was some shit with this book. So now I thought she was your friend. So basically, you over here Denising her. Trying to bring up some old rude shit. You just a raggedy ass person, Rena. I see right through your bullshit. Okay. And it missed because Diana was like, I see what you're doing. I raised you nothing. I'm not even going to talk about it. Okay. So moving on. She says in her confessional, the truth was revealed. Everybody knows it. And I'm just like, girl, don't nobody know you. Next. So the gaslighting session begins where Erica brings up Sutton saying 14 of Crystal's friends dropped her because she is a liar. So Erica says it's not fair for Sutton to say that if she isn't going to say who said it. Why does it matter who said it? You going to bring them on the show, Erica? Because you can't afford nobody else to come on this show and take any of your coins, sis. So you might not want to know who it is. You might want to silence that because you need all the coins you can get, apparently, because you are sticking yourself so in the middle of their drama. Erica was like Crystal's mouthpiece or something. Like she kept on saying, and Crystal feels like you guys think she's an easy target. Crystal feels like this. And I'm like, Crystal, do you have a fucking mouth? Can you speak for yourself? So Erica keep on bringing up all this stuff, bringing it up. Let me finish. But one more thing, and and keep talking. So Sutton Garcelle was like, Erica, you are bugging the shit out of me. Can you let Crystal talk for herself? And Erica's like, why can't I be in it? Why can't I be in it? And I'm like, because it's not your fucking business. If Crystal has such an issue with Sutton, or she feels so bad about how everybody is treating her, sis got a mouth. Use it. And use it for more than the bullshit that you've been doing, which is telling lies and talking about a bunch of nothing. Then she always does that. So Sutton says, you know what? I'm going to apologize about the 14 people, even though you have done it to me. You lied on them, apparently, but I wasn't there. I don't know what you did, but all I can speak to is the experience of what you've done to me, and I don't like it. What I want you to say is that you're not going to do this to me again. So Crystal after some tugging and pulling, she says, well, I hear what you're saying, and I understand how you feel. Bitch, don't tell me how I feel. You don't know how I feel, because I feel like punching you in the damn face, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be further in some shit. So say what I need you to say and move the fuck on and stop playing with me. That's what Sutton really wanted to say. And Crystal keep on, you keep jumping around the mulberry bush with your bullshit. You know exactly what you did. So stop it. Apologize to the woman and move on and stop crying, because don't nobody give a goddamn. I don't care. And only time I want to see her crying again is on a Kleenex commercial. Because this shit right here, it's falling very flat. And nobody has time for it. No one's going to make any time for it. Moving on. Okay. So Crystal agrees. She apologizes. She says she's not going to do it again. And then Crystal says, well, I apologize. However, Sutton, you said that you like me, but you also hate me. What's that all about? And Sutton was like, no, I didn't say that. I said, I hate what you did. I didn't say I hate you. And so Diana chimes in and says, well, you actually did say that. You did. I heard you say it. And Sutton was like, I'm a good person. She's like, and then Diana was like, well, you've said that before. And Sutton says, and I'm going to say it again. I'm a good person. Sutton ain't taking no shit from y'all this season. She done read the Twitter universe and saw that we said that she needed to stand up, her and Miss Garcelle, and they are taking no prisoners. Okay, none. They are on y'all ass. Okay, like Mama Joy says, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river low enough to keep it off your ass, baby. She about to be on everybody's ass this season. Okay, she's not playing with y'all at all. So it gets a little heated back and forth, where Diana was coming off like she was trying to diffuse the situation, which she was trying to be shady in the moment a little bit, but she was trying to kind of calm things down. But Sutton gets pissed off. She says, I need a break. I need a break. So she walks out, and Diana says, this is a self-same person that says she don't like for people to yell at her, but you over here yelling at me. And then Diana starts crying. Then she, in her confessional, like, I don't like to cry and show emotions. Well, bitch, you a human. And you're also a female. She tries to blame it on the fact that she's on all these hormones and she just had a baby. She's breastfeeding. You are a human being. No matter how rich and stoic you try to act, you are a human being. Things hurt you. She hurt your feelings. It's okay. It's okay. You try to be, the Terminator, like you so brick hard and nobody can hurt your feelings. Sis, she hurt your feelings, and it's okay. So now you're crying. Everybody comes over to console her. Dorita's like, we understand that you were trying to diffuse this. Okay, whatever. So everybody is trying to make Diana feel better, consoles her. Sutton comes back to the table. Now Diana, Crystal, and I think Dorit. Yeah, I think Dorit went to the bathroom. Okay. So Sutton, Garcelle, Kyle, Erica, and Renna are sitting at the table. So Kyle brings up, how coincidental, she wants to bring it up when everybody go to the bathroom, child. Kyle, I see your ass too. So she says, well, the whole situation with Crystal, it's today, it really shined a light on what those 14 people said. Like, I'm inclined to believe it because of how she's acting today. And I feel like Crystal plays the victim. She tries to play the victim so that she tries to get us all to feel sorry for her. And then she makes us all feel bad when in actuality, she's not defending herself. She says things with no merit. She don't defend herself. So now it just comes off as we're all attacking her. And Garcelle agrees. Garcelle pretty much says the same daggone thing. And, hold on, y'all. Let me find my sentence because I just been going and going and going. I hope I talked about Garcelle saying Erica was bugging the shit out of her, because that actually was very hilarious when Erica kept on going on and on and on. And Garcelle butted saying, Erica, you're bugging the shit out of me. Can you mind your business? I think I did talk about that. But anyway, y'all, let me find my place real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. So basically, Garcelle is tired of the fake mess and says she's just going to eat her artichokes because everybody comes back. They're all sitting down. So then Crystal takes it caves and it makes it feel more coming to her. Okay. Yeah. So Garcelle says that for Crystal, she feels like Crystal caves in and makes it feel like, you know, everybody's coming for her and they're not. And Erica says, do you really think Crystal is that manipulative? And Kyle says, do you believe that? And Erica says, I just think she hasn't been challenged. And then Kyle says, those 14 friends have credibility from what I see today. And then her comments, she says that Crystal's comments are very murky intentionally. So the ladies come back to the table. Sutton further reiterates that she wants to move on with Crystal and, you know, start building a friendship from ground zero. Like she wants to just start fresh and move the hell on. And then Renna says, lovely. And everyone starts laughing and they seemingly move on from the conversation. Here's my thing. Crystal, you lied and it fell flat. Plain and simple. You want to cry your way out of it. Cry me a river, dick face. That's all I want you to do. I don't have time for Crystal and her tears because your tears mean nothing, absolutely zip zilch nada to me. You want to act like you're the smartest person in the room when actually, sis, you're very dumb because what you're doing is thinking that this silly attempt to try to come for Sutton because you feel like, oh, Erica doesn't like her. You're like I said, a silent sniper. You go in, you jump in, and you think you're going to jump out. But what you're not going to do is jump out because Kyle is here. Kyle says, oh, no, that's my job. And ain't nobody going to take my job. So I'm going to call your ass out. And Kyle has been shining the light on Crystal this entire episode. She took a break from running the bus over Sutton's ass and back for the last episode or two. But she gonna get right back to it. It seemed like it in the next couple of episodes. But for right now, she on that ass, Crystal. So you might want to watch what you're doing because Kyle also realizes, hold on. I was in the room with y'all when you having these conversations. So if you want to call this bitch a racist, then you silently calling me a racist too. Because if I'm around it and I hear it and I didn't say anything, I am guilty by association. And that's what we're not going to do. What you're not going to do is throw salt on my name. You're going to put some respect on my name and don't lie. And that's what it is. Crystal, if you need some drama or you need something to talk about, wrong road, sis. Wrong fucking road. And Erica, honey, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. This whole I'm so drunk story and oh, I'm so sad that I'm not rich anymore. I used to have a boat. I used to have a plane. I used to have all these clothes. And I'm sure everybody else used to give a damn, but we don't. We don't. It was all nice and good when we got to see you living the life. But you're not anymore. I want to see you being humble. I want to see you taking this shit on the chin and not sitting up here feeling sorry for your damn self. That's probably why you and Crystal are trying to team up because both of y'all are team get with, team feel sorry for me, team don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit y'all talking about. That's what I'm team. Okay? Anyway, they done got on my damn nerves this week, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching these birds too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.